Welcome to the movie Podium. I am not Matt Scott. I am Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Thank you so much. We are a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie and we get together at the end of the week to talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
Kevin is muted, so we didn't get that. Yeah, John got you. Thank you.
For movies.
It's nice. We had it.
And this is a special episode because we're doing a Movie Podium with Friends episode, and we have the director of the movie that we are talking about named The Calling Witch, not the director's name, but the director's name is Mark Wilson. The Calling Witch is the movie that he made. So let's go ahead and check out the trailer, or a little bit of the trailer, and then we'll come back.
Is the calling witch real?
No witches are real.
I think I saw her outside.
Okay, we are so excited because we're talking about The Calling Witch, and Mark Wilson is here. Mark, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
It's awesome to have you on.
I think it's the first time that we've had a director of the movie that we're watching. This is
Cool.
This is crazy. And I'm trying.
You guys, yeah.
No, absolutely not. This is late, but that's. So let's try again. Mark's here.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Mark.
And so usually our normal podcast, we have a list of questions that we go through, and this one's going to kind of be different because this movie is horror thriller, and we're not going to spoil the ending. I had to tell John to make sure that he didn't spoil it because he's notorious for spoiling.
Another reason we're not doing this live.
Yes, that, and I'm not sure if I'm the best host for this. But yeah,
Talk yourself down a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. I do that. So let's go ahead and just jump straight in to our favorite thing about the movie. And I want to have Mark, our guest of honor, go first because you have such a unique position, viewpoint, involvement with this movie. So I'm very curious about what is your favorite thing about this movie. Like, it could be that it's done.
A different perspective.
That is definitely one of them. It's done and it's about to get out there and be released. So I'm excited to move on to the next project. That's a hard question though. Favorite thing about the movie?
We usually allow up to 3 favorite things.
Okay.
This podium.
All right.
John, we only choose one thing for each question. You're confusing people.
Until we get to the podium question.
Yeah, the podium question is where we choose 3.
All right. Well, it's my list. Sorry,
That's true.
Mark.
That's true.
I apologize.
Mark, if you can get us back on track, that would be great. If not, we'll just go off track.
I guess my favorite. I mean, I'm just this might sound a little cheeseball, but my favorite thing is just like what we accomplished with the budget we had and the amount of days we had, and the team we had was phenomenal. Like that in itself is my favorite thing about what we did.
Let's actually, I'm curious. So, like, how many days did you have, and like, what was your budget?
Yeah, so we shot the film in 18 days.
18
days.
That's it?
That's
it.
That's not even a month.
No, it was.
Wow.
It was very challenging, and I kind of sent the script to one of my friends who's an assistant director. He's not the assistant director on this film, but I was just like, hey, what's the most least amount of days we could shoot this in? And he broke it down and scheduled it out. He's like, you could probably do it for this, 18 days. I'm like, done. So we stuck with that.
Wow.
And made it happen, which was insane because we also had a minor on set.
Yeah.
We filmed in California in the summer, so the sun would not set until like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And it would rise at like 4:35 a.m. and you only could have the minor until 12:30 a.m. So any night
wow.
is we only had about like 3 hours to get his stuff done.
Okay.
As you can imagine, is insane.
Yeah, that
and he's,
sounds like
when you see the film, he's in 95% of it. So it was very, very challenging. But luckily, the kid was such a pro and like nailed it. Like he was he's actually the kid in Oppenheimer. He's Oppenheimer's son.
So okay, Kevin was searching on IMDb and he said that he had the actor for Edward had an uncredited role in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, there's a scene where he's like sitting on the couch with Emily Blunt, and there's like 2 kids, and he's one of them just chilling there.
Nice, that's awesome.
I was curious about that because honestly,
he's going places.
Yeah,
it was something I wanted to ask about that as well because I'll be honest, I was not familiar with your work, and actually a previous movie it's on high up on my list, and I wanted to see. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. It's Danica Golombek.
Golenbeck, yep.
Golenbeck, and then Zachary Cohen.
And then Zachary Cohen plays Greg.
Right, but they were in a previous movie.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
And so my question was, like working with them, bringing them into this movie. How much of an influence from them being in that movie was it? Wade in the Water.
Wade in the Water.
Bringing them into the Calling Witch. How was it working with them, and why did you bring them back into this movie with what I'm assuming is a larger role?
Yeah. No, it's, as you do different projects, you kind of find the people that like just pop off the screen for you. And, Danica and Zach were both that for me. And Danica, we always joke with her, like, you're stuck with us forever because she's a powerhouse. Like you see her in this film and you see her in Wade in the Water. Even when she auditioned for Wade in the Water, we rewrote the script for Wade in the Water so she could play the part, because in the script for Wade, she was much younger, like 16, but we didn't think she could pull it off. So we actually rewrote the age and stuff so we could cast her.
Nice.
And just Zach, he only has one scene in Wade in the Water, but just his charisma and just his personality. Like the biggest thing for me on set and working with actors is like, A, are they talented? A, are they cool to work with and not be a diva?
Yeah. No a-holes policy.
Yeah, they're just so grounded and cool people. So it was just a no-brainer to bring him onto this one.
Yeah, and she absolutely nailed it too. Like I don't want to come across her with a gun in the woods at all.
Hell no.
Dad took her hunting.
Yeah. And she's not a gun person, and she was scared to do the whole holding.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
We had a stunt coordinator. She only got in like 2 days before filming. And our stunt coordinator kind of showed her the lowdown on the down low on the rifle. How to hold it, how to turn corners, how to load it, and I think it worked. I think she looks like she knows what she's doing.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
We're from Appalachia, so southeast.
Yeah, it's Appalachia, Kevin.
Backwoods justice.
It looked like she knew what she was doing.
Yeah,
yes,
100%. Let's go over to Kevin. What was your favorite thing about this movie?
I said I loved how the movie maintains a level of suspense throughout, and whether it's the lighting, the shadows, which was awesome, and then the score in the background, or even just the story between the family and the sheriff and his family and his son. A lot of movies try to do that, and they fail. This one doesn't fail at doing that, which I think is what it was trying to portray. This is a horror thriller, and you're on the edge of your seat the whole time, eyes glued to the screen.
That's great.
You don't see that very often with a lot of movies that try to get that kind of feeling.
Yeah, and the script part of it, like where the whole like web where the family is in a feud with the sheriff, sort of like they can't go to the police because they're not friends, sort of thing. I really liked how that all tied together.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
John, what about you?
Anything woods and witchy has got me like that.
You're a simple man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The setting is great. A lot of the elements like Eric and Kevin talked about, like struck a chord with me about like be sort of the backwoods justice element, but
What's justice?
yeah, but also how the spooky mystical horror becomes a real horror as the story unfolds, I guess. So
Yeah, that's a great point, because I like looking back on it after I finished the movie. It was cool because it kind of shifted in the middle a little bit, like from what I thought was going to happen to what was happening. And I really dug that sort of. You think it's one thing, but it's actually a different thing. Aspect
kind of like
of,
a Scooby-Doo mystery. Like the whole, not just was it like a horror movie, but you're thinking the whole way, trying to, puzzle it out.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go. My favorite thing was how this movie looks. And I'm very, very curious, Mark. First of all, it's set in Georgia, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you guys filmed in California, I'm assuming on some sort of like cabin out in the woods. Like whereabouts in California did you film?
You guys will laugh at this. I don't know how familiar you are with California, but this house is actually in Simi Valley, California. It's not everywhere around you is houses.
Like in like a cookie cutter suburb.
Yeah. And
wow.
We had to just pick the angles where we don't see houses. I don't like using VFX unless we really have to and use it wisely. A few shots where they actually look out and you just see a whole city in lights, but we VFX it out and just had trees,
Nice.
There's only I think there's 4 or 5 shots where we had to do that, but it's very minimal because I hate.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like I was convinced that you filmed, like you booked some sort of cabin for, I was assuming at least a month to film this thing, but less than a month.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it looked like you had a lot of background in shooting in nature shots, because there were a lot in there and they were really good.
Yeah. That is, I guess, why people film in California, because you could go 20 miles one direction, then another direction, and you have woods and stuff. It's just we had it all in our backyard, so that's why we shot there. But how we found the location is what's it called? There's a site for basically people rent out their homes on the site.
Okay, yeah.
Filmmakers go on it. I forget what it's called. Square. I'm tripping. I can't remember what it is.
I think it's Airbnb.
Not Airbnb. What was it? Anyways, a site that filmmakers go and you can rent out houses.
Nice. I still have more questions. John, what were you going to say?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
One thought that popped into my head is it's a unique house. Like,
yeah, it really is.
Perfect. It was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Eric.
Oh no. I'm very curious more about the shooting. So like, there's one scene in specific where Virginia is going down the stairs with the gun, and she's literally walking into darkness. That shot was so good, and I wanted to ask, like, what sort of inspirations or like what sort of directions were you trying to go with when shooting this?
That's a good question. I mean, we shot every corner of that house, but there are certain corners we didn't want to show. Yeah. And so creatively, I liked how she went into darkness, but also because there's a sewing machine right there, and there's like to darken it out. So it's a balance of it worked in our favor, creative choice, and then I think attention.
Boundaries kind of make you creative in a weird way.
Yeah.
So I think the work with the lighting and the shadow, like the way all that worked, maybe it might have been a pain in the ass for you, but I think it really worked for what came out on the screen.
Yeah, I would say it was fruitful.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. And that's one of my biggest thing I harp to my gaffer and DP, because today's horror films, I think, are so overlit and too
Yes.
polished, and it just doesn't feel real to me. And so I really implemented like, we got to make this as grounded as possible.
Yeah.
So I think we achieved it.
Yeah, 100%. My follow-up question is going to be kind of like, did you have a DP on set? And then like, what was your kind of conversation about specifically the interior shots? Because like you said, you shot so much of that house, and like you can tell like it takes place in this one house, but like you can tell that like you're making use of every square inch of that house. And I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Thank you. Our DP was Thomas Rose. I worked with him for over 15 years now. He shot Wind in the Water, my last film, Wind in the Water, as well. He's just one of my best friends and just a good, talented dude. I used to work at Panavision, the camera rental house in LA, and that's where I met him. We both started in the shipping dock together, and we just nerded out about movies and that good sense, and just been always shooting stuff together. So that's my guy.
Nice.
So yeah, we kind of had our examples of films we wanted to kind of resemble, and that inspired us, and he just went running with those and kind of came back to me with like a certain LUT to put over the film, and like with the 80s look. The LUT we use is actually, Tommy's gonna kill me that I don't have it on the top of my head, but it's a certain Kodak stock that they use in the 80s for like ET and stuff, and we kind of we replicated that LUT for this film.
Yeah, like a film stock sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Very specific one that he found, and yeah, so
nice.
Yeah. What other question?
I remembered my question.
Yeah,
which
John,
was,
what's your
when
question?
is this movie supposed to be set?
Yeah, we wanted to keep it vague. We originally had in the beginning like, Georgia 1986, and
Okay.
I wanted to keep it timeless. But in my mind, it's always been like toward the late 80s. Yeah, that was always my thing.
That was one thing I actually loved about this. You couldn't really put a time frame on it because you could just kind of watch it and not care about the time.
Cool. Yeah, my biggest
watch the movie.
I didn't want in your face 80s.
Yeah.
Bright colors and all that stuff. I was just, let's get the landline phone,
Yeah.
Little things like that. They're more, once you actually look at their costumes, they're very 80s.
Yeah, I was just like the striped shirt I think that Danica had on is very 80s now that you say it.
Yeah.
And like that's actually something that like I noticed subconsciously. Like I didn't actively think about it. I was like, well, there's no like cell phone or anything. So like
I totally
when the power goes out,
blanked on like, oh yeah, they were using a landline the whole time.
Yeah.
A corded landline.
Yep.
Not even a wireless.
Yeah. It was brutal back in those days.
You could get that 20 foot
No
landline
911.
Yeah. So
we did a test screening, not a test screening, but for some younger. I'll tell you later about this. But our orchestra, we had a lot of younger kids be part of our orchestra. We had a live orchestra for this film.
Awesome.
And they watched it. They're like, why didn't they just text or call? Oh boy, yeah. They just that landline. They don't even know what the landline thing was. It didn't make sense to them. So.
It's like I think I saw on the internet like kids nowadays when you say like how do you answer a phone, they go like this instead of this.
Yeah.
And that's how you know you're old.
Right.
So-
Well, one thing I love about movies is they like sample these, certain snapshots in time. Like I remember watching something probably like Hitchcock, and it was people all sharing one line. It was like an escaped prisoner, and someone rings the phone and they're like, that's not our line, it's someone else. And it's like, huh, what? Why does that matter? And, these limitations, are part of the plot.
Yeah. Before we move on, now that you brought the music up, the music is really, really cool. Usually in our podcast, we have like a favorite score scene or favorite song moment. Oh. Yeah. So what was the work with your composer like? Like, how does that go? I'm very curious. Like, do you give them give them a feeling or?
I kind of like, he's such a pro. He also did our last film, Wade in the Water, and I've known him actually since high school. We went to the same high school in Arizona. But we just, I just let him kind of go with it, and I give him some examples, like some films and stuff. Like I think for this one, I kind of gave him like A Quiet Place and A Sixth Sense were like inspirations, and then do your own spin on it. Make it, make it feel 80s, or like make it whatever, what kind of. And then he just goes running, and I don't ever have to like fight him on anything. I'm like, yeah, amazing. Like he's so fun to work with. But then like towards once we locked the picture, I kind of laid Sixth Sense tracks over scenes. Like this is kind of the feeling I have, because we also did that, submit to some festivals. Like we just did some temp tracks, and so as I was doing that, I would send it to Jacob, and then he would riff on that, and then create his own. Yeah. Because I can't speak musically. I'm trying to learn it. I'm like higher octave, lower octave, or Yeah. That's about all I have, but. I'll just be like, that's all I know.
You sound like me and Matt, and the dude you work with sounds like Eric and Kevin.
I tell Eric, like, play a guitar solo and go up an octave and and then go down and then here on the neck.
Yeah, I love that.
Eric will play it.
I love that. So, like, Jacob's a freak of nature, and he'll be like, "Yeah, like, I know what you're saying," and he could do it. I'm like, yeah, that's like, weird talent. Yeah,
it's incredible when somebody can turn what you're thinking into, just like with a movie.
Yeah.
And you have that talent clearly.
Yeah.
That was one of the things he did really, really well with the keeping the suspense going. That was, like I said, that was one of the best things in this movie. Yeah, which I think was trying. I assume you were trying to achieve that.
Oh, for sure. And, we even went way bigger too with it, but I wanted to pull back. We got a little too big at one point. It was just very like big epic, and I'm like, no, quiet. I think quiet, boring, So, but yeah, we found a good balance, I think.
The sound design too. I like in the beginning when like there's no like talking, the nature sound.
Yeah,
it reminds me, like it's spot on.
Yeah, you got perfect, like a mourning dove when they're walking back, after the whole thing blows over, and owls, and it all worked together.
Cool.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to this one's usually it's our least favorite thing, but I'm gonna kind of alter it and say like least favorite thing / with Mark's position on this movie, the director, like what was the biggest obstacle, let's say. So I only have experience of like smaller, like way smaller productions, and I know that most of my job when I'm making videos is to adapt to the problems that arise, and that's just like filming like product videos or something like that. So like I can't even imagine managing multiple people on a set and scheduling everything. So like what was the biggest obstacle or a significant obstacle that in your mind that you had to overcome?
Yeah. Well, if I can have 3 at the podium, John, I could go on for many.
Yes, please.
The biggest, the one out of the gate that not many people that doesn't know if you were on set, the hardest thing on this set was our witch. Weekend of filming, she got appendicitis.
Oh no!
Oh gosh!
And you can't predict that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're done. Like we can't. This is our time frame to make this. Our cast and crew, everybody's here.
18-day window to get surgery and recover.
We can't pause and come back. So many people took off work, their life, everything. We can't just shut down production in the indie world, at least,
Yeah.
So luckily, our stunt coordinator Jackie had someone she knew who's also named Jackie. So we call her Jack.
They're a network.
And she came in as a stunt double, and it worked out to our favor. Like for a week and a half, almost 2, she came in and was like, luckily what we had scheduled for her were like stuff where she's in the shadows or in the dark. Or like, there's only one scene where we had to like, there's a scene where the witch has her arm and the pickaxe around Edward's head. So we had to film the devil's arm, but then we shot the actual actress's face later. Like, so that, but leading up to that, like I was stressed out. I'm like, you pull in a bad stunt double that looks nothing like your actor. Like,
Yeah.
in the water, like this is gonna be so cheesy.
I was gonna say
It's like a hairy arm.
yeah. I was like, the first day she walked in, she had the same figure, same hair. Our makeup artist, Allie, she's amazing. She made her look just like her, and I'm like, you guys nailed it. Like our editor, Jenny, didn't even know we had a stunt double. So I'm like, that says
yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
so that
That's
was
the
cool.
Turing test right there.
yeah.
That was stressful. And luckily, her name's Natalie Sodervist. I might have messed it up, but she's from Sweden. She's amazing to work with. She came back the last day of shooting to do all of her inserts, but she was like just hopping around, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, are you sure you can do this? She's like, I got it.
She's down in appendix.
So there's a scene, where she's literally hanging on to the others at that point, and that's really real.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's that.
yeah.
I mean, the way that kind of works to your favor, though, that it is sort of like a mystery, like what's happening here,
Yeah.
and the character is in the shadows for that long. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a pro wrestling storyline. It's like Sting. No, it's not the right Sting. Sorry.
It's the other Sting.
Yeah, so that was one of the biggest stresses, and but again, it's just, filmmaking is all troubleshooting when you come down to it. It's like you run into every scene, you're like, well, we only have 5 minutes to knock this out. How are we going to cover it? Sun's going down. All these things. But that was the biggest one for me. And then I kind of mentioned was the house. The guy that rented out the house was a nightmare.
Oh no!
The whole city of Simi hates this guy because he always has productions.
Oh gosh.
Oh, okay.
They're just trying to shut him down, and we got caught up in the middle of that drama.
Perfect.
Oh, great!
As we were loading in, we had 2 days to load in before shooting, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, you guys can't film in the treehouse." I'm like, that's why we picked this location. This is a fake treehouse.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not actually my property, and I built it on this the state's land and all that stuff. So there's neighbors that are waiting for someone to step in the treehouse and call this the local.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to get him shut down. So we got stuck in all that crap, and he was just so unprofessional. Like, he'd be on site sleeping in bedrooms.
We can't film in this room because the guy's in there.
No, legit. I apologize to my cast and crew because everybody has a story about him. One of our camera guys had to go charge batteries or grab a new battery, and he opens the door and he's just sleeping on the couch, so he's tiptoeing in there. We had an intense scene that takes place on the couch in the film. It's super quiet. Everybody's quiet on set. Then the door nearby just goes.
Oh no!
And I'm like, dude.
My gosh.
That's just a few of many stories. But that's where you need to get a location manager. But on an indie film, we don't have the budget for a location manager. So I'm the location manager. My producer's the location manager. Yeah. So, that was very frustrating.
Okay, real quick before we go on to the other guys. So, you weren't able to film in the treehouse. Mm-hmm. So, was there a line up to the point where you could walk on the bridge?
Yeah.
And you had to just stay behind that?
Yes.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Legally, yes.
I mean, what's a line?
Yeah. We waited till it was funny. We actually waited till we had eyes on the guy and he went to bed, and so PAs would notify us if he was. We do have shots of Virginia going up the stairs and into the treehouse, which we weren't technically to do, but we never actually had the camera and crew in the treehouse, so we can say that.
Nice.
We did run her up there, and then she just turned around and down. But that bummed me out so much because I wanted to do so much more with that treehouse. I wanted to get cool angles from the treehouse and all these other things we had in mind, but we were just so limited.
Yeah, and I mean, again, to to the troubleshooting point, like you made it work. Like the treehouse was still a significant part of the movie with the line going back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, now in my mind, I'm just like, Mark was just so pissed at this dude that he just shot up this guy's treehouse.
Come on, man.
He's got 20 shots.
We also waited to film that treehouse scene towards the end of our shoot in case we did get caught. They shot that's all we needed, so that we did do that towards the end.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense with that now. Yes.
So
those treehouse shots were actually VFX too, by the way.
Nice. I mean, I couldn't tell, honestly.
We did have a visual, we had a VFX guy on set who actually had a little paintball gun and it shoots
nice
dust pellets. So we have that's
cool.
But then we add a little flash and stuff like that.
Yeah. So let's go over to Kevin. Kevin, what was your least favorite thing about this movie?
I'm going to be nitpicking because I actually do think that The Calling Witch is a really good movie. But there was one scene, I'm not going to go too into detail to spoil anything, but I feel like the scene that the pickaxe is dragging seems like it was forced in there. And it's mainly just because
it is not an efficient way to carry a pickaxe.
Yeah, the whole time it's all going like special ops, being quiet and being stealthy, and then
Can I jump in though? She did get shot in that arm.
She did get shot in the arm. She did get shot in the arm.
Good at pick it up, but
I said it's nitpicking.
It'll
be great for a trailer.
I love it. Yeah.
It's great for a trailer, but I felt like it was a little bit out of place. But I mean that's really nitpicking.
Oh yeah,
that's the pickaxe.
That's it.
Pickaxe. They would all
Oh, nice. It's a prop.
Oh, okay.
But she would actually be dragging before the scene. She would drag around a C-stand and like get motivated, and she was great.
Oh yeah,
it was rubber.
So it was never a
Nice.
real pickaxe either.
No.
Okay, because
I was really trying.
really
trying to find something bad, but I mean,
No, I appreciate it. No,
yeah. I mean, like pickaxes are heavy, but again, like I just feel like if you grab it by the right at the top of the head there, like that's probably the best way to carry it.
Yeah.
Instead of dragging it around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, like Kevin said, your stealth is gone. But if she has to carry it that way, then she has to.
She gives no F's at this point, you know. She's just, I'm not gonna kill people.
Yeah. John, what was your least favorite thing about this movie?
We had a couple, and they're not major least favorite things by any means, but I'm gonna let Eric have his.
Okay,
we both
good.
Went to the same place. But the pain is just a bit much to deal with for me, and like I said, not just physical pain, but emotional pain. But like Greg just has a real bad time, and there's like parts of this movie where people are just kind of like suffering. I'm like, this guy's in a bad way. Can we like fix him?
Can we fix him?
But that's not really a downside. Horror's not really my genre, is another thing.
Yeah.
But I really like this as a movie. It's oftentimes horror movies are limiting because of what they're trying to accomplish, but I feel like this is more than a horror movie. Clearly, it's horror is kind of one of the sub genres of it, I guess.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and Mark.
Rip me to shred there.
How fucking dare you kill the cat? I will never forgive you for that.
Did the cat
if you kill an animal on screen,
Teddy did nothing to anyone except for be fluffy and provide comfort.
screwing around outside, you know? They kept wanting him in the house.
That's true. I mean,
That might be a spoiler, Eric.
that's true.
No, maybe it's...
I mean, that's in the beginning of the movie.
yeah.
And if you
gotta
Google, does the cat die?
We want to prepare the animal lovers that there's
Yes.
animal death.
Yeah.
Warning.
Yes.
I got a funny quick story on that one is
Yeah.
my writer, you know, we were stressing out, running and gunning before shooting, and I'm like, you wrote the cat in, you find us the cat. I don't have time to worry about
What's
this.
the cat doing here?
And I texted him some friends that had cats near him that I knew. So I used to live in LA. And he reached out to one of them. He asked them. What he did forget to do is disclose what happens to the cat.
Oh
no.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kill it.
And she didn't find
Fake
out
kill it.
till the wrap party what happens to the cat, and she was traumatized. She's like, I don't think I can see this film. And just like,
Oh.
Chris Retz is the writer of the film, and he's the producer of the film. He's my partner I worked with for 15 years as well. I'm like, you got to go tell her what really happens. You forgot to disclose this. It's on you. And he felt so bad about it. And luckily, she came to the premiere, and she's like, it wasn't so bad. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
in a classy way, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So.
see the tail. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as animal deaths on screen, it wasn't that bad, but I had to find something bad about it. And
I agree, Eric, but it's hard. Any kind of animal stuff, like, I don't care for in films. So
Nope.
I mean, we just
trying to
watched The Revenant with a horse jumping off a cliff.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that one back in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that a classic? You know, animals and kids are complicating factors
Yeah.
to a movie.
Oh, yeah. And if you saw, there's only 2 shots where we have a real cat. And we had to have Pet Humane Society on set.
Oh yeah.
We're union reps for the cat.
Yeah.
Well,
was
maybe
really
that's a
like-
good thing.
It was
That's
fun.
a good thing. But
It's a good thing. 5 or
you're
10
wrong
minutes, though. 5 or 10
Yeah.
minutes took to shoot those shots, but it's a whole thing. So,
That's wild.
yeah.
Okay, so you podium credentials or podium rules, you still have one more obstacle that you have. I interrupted you on your podium.
I think the very end, there's an end sequence with the orange truck.
Yeah.
It, of course, we got one shut off and it stopped working.
The truck?
The truck did.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
The guy that rents it out and stuff forgot us. I don't know anything about. I'm not a big mechanic or anything, but there was 2 different gas, not like sections of the truck you had to fill with gas. You know, we almost
Uh-huh.
one section.
Yeah, I mean, you have a gas tank.
Yeah,
What?
there was
One of
2
those
on
dual
this truck.
tanks.
Yeah, dual tanks we didn't know about. But we couldn't get a hold of the guy that rented us that truck for a day, like, because we were shooting for that sequence. We were shooting in the middle of the night, so we were calling him. He wasn't.
That's an exterior shot, so like you're kind of fucked unless he's
Yeah.
up.
So we went. That's one of my. You say least favorite, but that sequence, I wanted so much more to come from it because it's a big pivotal moment in the film for me and the characters. So we had to do old school style. Like there's a great video I should send you, but it's literally the truck parked, crew's rocking the truck. It's a
Yes.
driving it. It's just
Yes.
all photography tricks, and I think it worked. So yeah, that was another challenge. Just a big tank, and we couldn't. And also when we filmed, it was on a hill, and we had to get it to a certain part. So there's a point where like 20 crew members is like trying to get it up.
Gosh.
It
No.
was a lot. But yeah, it's again, you had to deal with what the circumstances were and
Yeah.
shoot what you can.
Yeah, I mean, like I had no inkling that it was a malfunctioning truck. Like I had assumed that you filmed all the shots, like, as the driving and like, along with them.
Yeah, we got 1 or 2 shots when it was working, but the rest was
Yeah. Okay. So that's a pretty big obstacle.
All right,
It's
now
crazy
use
to get all the
truck
things
as a
being
prop.
hidden that could like you don't see that. So and it doesn't
Cool.
go into the movie at all.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that you were able to come out with that.
I would like to highlight something nerdy though, if it's
Yeah.
okay. We
Please.
have one shot in the film that's miniature work, and I'm so proud of it.
Ooh. Okay.
Really?
Awesome.
Again, I like just practical effects and stuff. But
Yeah.
there's a big scene between the sheriff, Greg, Virginia, and Warren at the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right before that, there's an exterior shot of the orange truck parked outside the house with the cop car.
Okay.
Mhm.
That cop car is a miniature. It's probably like this big.
Oh, nice.
And we put a first perspective in front of the lens. We actually got a lens that they used on Oppenheimer when they shot like the atom bomb. What do you call it? I forget. The particles moving and stuff. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like there's this trippy close-ups, and we got that lens for this shot. But the whole reason behind it was like I love A, practical effects, but B, we didn't want to pay $1,000 for the cop car just to come park.
Yeah. Yeah.
We bought this
Boy,
cop
is much cheaper.
Yeah, we bought a cop car for $40 on Amazon. We nerded out on set. Like that was the last shot of that day, and our whole cast and crew was out there taking pictures and just having fun. It was just such a simple shot, but it was just such a cool.
That's old.
That's
school.
awesome.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about, and I don't even.
Cool.
That's it.
Cool.
It fit
So the
perfect.
next time if you see it again or whatever, I could also send you a still frame.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
That's really cool that you pulled it off like that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a little tricky. We also wanted the car out of focus to a degree. Yeah, if it was too focused, it'd be like that's a little
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
You can see made in Taiwan.
Yeah. But I think that's what helped is we actually put the car in its elements with the sun thing and like not try to green screen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. Was like, how do you make sure it's lit?
Yeah.
Like the stuff in the background is lit.
that's it. Yeah. But I'll send you the photos. We have a lot of great photos of the setup and the lens they used.
Yeah. That'll be sick.
Yeah.
I'm as a nerd, I'm very curious about that.
We're nerding it. Nerd alert.
Yep. So
What
let's
kind
go
of
ahead.
cords do you use?
Tell me more about the camera. Actually, what camera did you use? Do you know?
Yeah, we shot with the Area Alexa Mini LF.
Okay, nice.
And then we used Panavision glass for all the lenses.
Yeah. I'll say that this movie is shot very, very well, and it comes
Yeah, it looks
across
awesome.
very well, and
Thank you.
it's something where I wasn't sure what I was walking into.
Yeah, you never know indie world,
Yeah, Eric's like, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to watch this. Here's this. Watch it. Make sure you put it on your TV. Don't watch it on your phone.
Yeah, both of them
I
did.
mean,
I think.
like Eric uses this word a lot. It's stunning, and everything on here is amazing.
Thank you. That's the most exciting. I mean, one of the most exciting parts for me is working with Tommy the DP and just finding the shots and nerding out and like,
Yeah.
You can tell the details there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a fun dance.
Yeah.
And we had an awesome Steadicam operator, Jordan. So there's some cool flowing shots.
Oh yeah.
Or like chasing scenes, and I've never really done Steadicam, and I was so excited to do that. So I think he nailed it with that.
Nice. Yeah.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
Well, we are to that point in our episode where we're going to go ahead and move on to our podium question.
Yeah.
And we are going to pick our top 3 horror/thriller movies, which is funny because John and I are not really this genre of movie watchers in general, but I'm sure we're going to have great choices. So what are our podium horror/thriller movies? Yeah, I'm glad Kevin is on here because Kevin's our horror thriller guy. He really likes them.
To a point. I mean,
you're
I don't like
yeah.
slashers.
Okay. Out of all of us, you're the one that likes them most. Or at least knows more about them.
Yeah, I forgot about the thriller allowance because this is also really engaging just sort of cerebrally, like a thriller is.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah,
visually and on a visceral level. But
I would like to say that I added thriller because I knew that I wouldn't be able to come up with three.
Wait, the Michael
Three
Jackson
horrors.
song?
Yeah, I did. It's just that song 3 times. Like, that's my podium. So let's go ahead, Kevin. What are your top 3 horror/thriller movies?
It can change probably every month, but
I'll ask you tomorrow.
I'm going with I went with the ones that come to mind that I grew up with and that still haunt me today, and that's why my number 3 gets some backlash because it's the Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah,
I watched that when I was 12 years old by myself at the end of a dead-end road
yep.
in the woods.
Up on Mount Tom Road.
Mount Tom Road and good old Marietta, Ohio. But
My
it's
brother took me to the theater.
terrifying.
Yeah, my brother
I'm not a
took me to the
big found footage guy, but that was one being 12 years old.
Yeah. Mark, what were you going to
Your
say?
guys' opinion on that?
I was just saying, my brother took me to see Blair Witch in the theater, and I was, I think, 12 as well. And he's like, "This is real," and I was like, scared.
Thanks, big bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
Did he get your ticket? Like, would he have to be 17 or whatever to get
Yeah.
your ticket?
They got me in.
He's like, it's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, what's number?
I would say
What- sorry.
why people don't like that movie. I totally get it. It's just at the time when I watched it, it sticks with me.
I think
Yeah.
it still holds up pretty well too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No. For what it did to the genre, I think it's a good film.
Yeah, it's probably too unconventional, I guess. It's, supposed to be, most people want, like, your typical movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But,
Kevin, what's number 2?
number 2? I'm going classic with The Shining.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
we did that one recently.
we did it recently. It's been a while. Since I've watched.
I
that.
love
Got
how
that
you guys
sound
say
clip.
that. Sorry. It's been a
What were you
while.
saying?
I love how you say it's been a while. Tommy, my DP, and I do that every. Sorry. It's just,
Yeah.
you're
Right
all-
on it.
There we go.
yeah, sorry, Kevin. Keep going.
But yeah, I mean, you can't put that one down. I almost forgot about that. It was out of my top 3 for a while. For a while. It's been a while. But rewatching it, coming back to it, there's a reason why that movie is on a lot of people's lists of favorite horror movies.
Yeah.
And then number 1 has been a tried and true number 1 for me is Pet Sematary.
Oh, don't go down that road.
Don't want to go down that road.
Pet Symmetry.
But
Symmetry. That's the
kind of
band.
the theme with all of those is where it's creepy. I don't like slashers. I don't want any of that. I want the creepy suspense. I want that. And that's where with Calling Witch hits all those marks with that. And these have been pretty consistent on my podium.
Too bad the Calling Witch
horror
doesn't
movies.
have a Maine accent that I know it's now Maine. Oh, I'm the Calling Witch.
I'm
Don't go down that road.
Who was that guy?
Oh, no,
Herman
go down that
Munster?
road. Yes, Herman Munster. Yeah.
Has somebody been to the hills and never been to the hills at all? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So we did Pet Cemetery, Mark, and I never heard the accent. That was the first time I watched the movie, and it didn't make any sense to me. So Kevin, I believe, made like a clip out of me making fun of the accent, and we posted it, and everyone's like, "It's a Maine accent, you dumbass." So like,
hell?
apparently it's just a normal accent, but I just didn't know. Oh my.
Never been
Okay,
to Maine?
John. Yeah, I need to go to Maine. John, what is your podium?
So my favorite horror movie ever is The Shining.
Okay, so normally we go 3, 2, 1, but John is just he's
does what
it's
he
John.
wants to
It's his list.
It's my list.
So The Shining gets gold then. Number
Yes.
1. Okay.
And I feel like I'm of a similar mind to Kevin because another, based on a Stephen King book, Misery, is a great,
gosh.
maybe not, wouldn't, maybe not a horror, but it's terrifying. He's held prisoner and tortured until he writes a book the way she wants. And great acting. Great story, great acting. And then Parasite would be on my podium as well as a thriller. Thrill really opens it up for me. I feel like horror can get there's a lot of subgenres of horror too that are it's almost like metal is a music genre. There's a lot of weird stuff going on there.
Wasn't there a math metal at one point? It's like, what the fuck's math metal?
What do you mean was?
Math
it's alive
rock,
and well, buddy.
Yeah. There's also Prague. It's similar, but it's not quite the same. So, Mark, what is your top 3 horror thriller movies?
3. It's kind of, you guys already touched on some of them, but mine would be Scream.
Oh, nice.
Scream.
Julie just watched those, like all of them recently.
Really?
Yeah.
It's such an important film for me because it came out right when I was 12. It was 11, 12ish. It came out when I was 11 or 12ish, and it was fine. It just blew my mind. It just blew my mind at the time because I think every film we watch now, it's so inspired from that film.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it just changed the genre at that time for me, and it was just super exciting. I'm secretly excited for Scream 7. It sounds ridiculous. Yeah. Evan Williamson, who wrote the first 3, is coming back and he's directing this one, and they're bringing back the original cast for like flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. So and you got that. My second one would be The Shining. It was there's so many odes to it in The Calling Witch. If you look, that me and Tommy went off of, we're like, let's replicate this shot. She's sleeping at the typewriter. There's a lot of like little.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of things we sprinkled in there. She has like a baseball bat and like. Yeah, so there's a lot of, if you watch it again, look for some of those. With the
there are parallels, and I didn't want to get into it because it'll start me spoiling other movies that
Don't
parallel
let 'em do that.
this movie to me. But please go on.
But yeah, that film just is clever in every aspect for me. And then just the original Halloween. That's my number one. It's just
Nice.
so simple and so terrifying of like no reasoning for why he's killing people. That's just a terrifying thing to me.
Yeah.
And just the way it's shot and just like that was another big inspiration for this film. It's like, let's go off of the environment. Like there's a sconce on the wall. Let's just light the room with that, and you have that famous shot of Michael Myers walking past the house and you just see, the moonlight. That's all you see. And he's silhouetted and like, it's just simple and so creepy. And, but yeah, just so grounded. And so that's what I loved about it. So yeah, that's my number one.
Nice.
I want to mention something I said after watching this. I think it was before Eric had watched it.
Yeah.
I said the Calling Witch reminded me a little bit of Jason meets. I added The Strangers to that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And,
that was another. Yeah.
There's the two. But I mean, it's its own thing. But that's I could see some influences on at least one of those. Apparently, is right.
Yeah, but, The Strangers big time was a big. Yeah, that movie terrifies me.
Yes, it does. Yeah, that's
so
actually
real.
was outside of my podium. But, honorable mention.
I know what movie I'm not going to watch. Strangers. So we've come to my podium, which is quite different than everyone else's. So my number 3 is Get Out. I feel like that one falls into like a horror category.
Yeah.
And it's so good. I love it. And then so the next 2 are a little out there. So number 2 is Anaconda.
Nice.
That's a thriller.
I'm out.
No. Snakes? No. A giant fucking snake? No, absolutely not.
I agree with you. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
And then my number one, I put Jaws because sharks,
Yep.
dude. No,
So
don't
you
want that.
animals killing people instead of people killing animals.
Yes. Give me that. Give me that. Animals exacting their revenge on people.
It's funny you say that because I don't know if you guys know with Jaws, the big, they would call him Bruce.
Yeah.
The shark, and how Bruce would be breaking down all the time and like just, making filmmakers' lives a nightmare.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention our Bruce because we always make a joke like, "What's our Bruce on this film?" and stuff.
Is it the truck?
It was close. It was actually the pulley to the treehouse.
Oh,
Okay.
I knew it.
Imagine that it was far away, and like it would get stuck. The weight distribute.
It gets twisted around.
Yeah, it was so tricky, and we literally had to pause and come back to it the next day because it was just stopped working.
And you can't go up there to fix it because this dude will run you out of there.
Yeah. Our amazing production designer Lilith, she made it work though, because the whole pulley thing, it's like a knife sharpener. It's like a pencil knife sharpener.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
I thought
okay.
pencil sharpener, but
Yeah.
same principle.
So she was creative and did that, and so she had to go out of limits to make it
That's
work.
wild.
But yeah, that was our Bruce. So it was just a funny joke afterwards. After
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny
I love
now.
That. I love that.
Yeah.
What that that pulley system does. But the first time you see it, I'm like, oh man, that's janky as hell.
That's the charm of it, though.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I love. You can see it like the notes
twirling.
spinning as it goes up there.
Yeah. And that was also kind of a Jaws inspired shot. There's a shot in between them is the pulley. We kind of push forward and we're just waiting.
Oh yeah, and you see it move.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
as she says, "I love that." She's like, "Edward, I don't think," and it starts moving.
Yeah.
Very Jaws inspired. So yeah, it all
Nice.
are intertwined. I love it.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, first of all, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
So we're doing this a little bit before the movie is premiering on streaming, correct? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. January 20th, it'll be streaming on Amazon Prime, Fandango at Home, DirecTV, and then Ubiquity, which I'm not familiar with, but it's another streaming service that's exploding.
Okay.
I'm sure it's ubiquitous.
Yeah.
It will be.
But yeah, we're starting there, and then hopefully get some more legs and get it onto other platforms. But this is the first test trial to get it out there and see how it does. So we're excited. I'm excited to move on to the next one. But it's exciting to finally get eyes on it and get people's, just like you guys, watching it and get your perspectives and opinion. I love it. It's exciting, nerve-wracking, but exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, dude, thank you so much for being here and sharing all the stories about Bruce and the awesome homeowner.
Yes.
There's so many entertaining stories behind the movie, but the movie's great.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks. I feel like one of the cool kids getting a sneak peek,
Uh,
and it's a really, great movie.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for taking the time. It's just cool to nerd out and talk about it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone for watching. Follow us on Instagram or wherever you get your podcasts. It's at the Movie Podium, and we'll see you next time.
Cool. See you guys.